Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome guys! My name is Nadia Safira and my last student ID number is 104. In this video, we are going to talk about something really close to our future as students of education and future teachers. Today, we will go through a short but meaningful review of the book Effective Teaching in Schools, Theory and Practice, 3rd edition by Chris Kiriakou. Have you ever heard people say that if someone is really good at the subject, they must automatically be good at teaching it? At first, that sounds logical. If you're good at math, you should be able to teach math. If you're good at English, you should be a good English teacher. But in reality, it's not that simple. Teaching is not just about how much knowledge you have, it is about how you transfer that knowledge so others can actually understand and use it. And this is where teaching becomes much more complex. This is exactly what Chris Kiriakou explained in this book. He showed that teaching is not only a job, but a combination of skills, psychology, communication, and decision-making happening inside the classroom in real time. Teaching is not just delivering information, it's about understanding how students think, how they behave, and how they respond during learning. One interesting idea in this book is how it connects theory and practice. On one side, there are theories like learning psychology, motivation, and classroom management. These ideas are important but often feel abstract. On the other side, there are real classrooms, full energy, different personalities, and unpredictable situations. A classroom is not perfect. It's dynamic and constantly changing. Kiriakou bridges these two worlds by showing how theory actually works in real teaching situations. So we don't just memorize concepts, but understand why they matter in practice. The book is written for a wide audience. It's for student teachers, university students, and also experienced educators who want to improve their teaching. So it works as both an introduction and a reflective guide. What stands out is how the book encourages reflection. It does not only tell you what to do, but also asks you to think why I am using this method, is it effective, how students respond. This reflective helps teachers grow and improve their teaching over time. Another important idea is a holistic view of students. Students are not the same, they come from different backgrounds, abilities, and learning needs. Because of that, teaching can't use just one method for everyone. It needs flexibility and adaptation. The book also introduces the idea of active learning type. This means the quality of learning depends on how much students are mentally engaged, not just physically present in class. So instead of asking how long a lesson is, we should ask how much students are actually thinking and participating. Another important point is the reality of being a teacher. The book talks about stress and workload, which are often ignored. Teaching is rewarding, but also mentally and emotionally challenging. By including this, the book becomes more realistic. It shows that effective teaching is not only about method, but also about managing yourself as a teacher. Of course, the book has limitation since it's based on the UK education system. Some examples and policies may not fully match other countries like Indonesia. Some parts are also quite theoretical and dense, especially in psychology and sociology sections, so it requires patience to fully understand. Visually, the book is also quite traditional, with more text than visual, which may feel less engaging for some readers. However, despite that, the value of this book is still very strong for future teachers. If you are preparing to become a teacher, especially in language education, this book gives you a strong foundation. Teaching is not just about grammar or vocabularies, it is about classroom management, students' psychology, and building trust. This book reminds us that effective teaching does not happen by accident. It's intentional, plain, and reflective. So, instead of just delivering materials and leaving the class, a good teacher understands what is really happening in the learning process. And that is what makes this book powerful. It does not just give shortcuts, but it changes how we think about teaching itself. So, if you ever get the change, don't just read it quickly, but reflect on it and connect it with your own experience as a learner. Because the end of the day, great teaching is not just about delivering knowledge, it's about understanding the people you are teaching. And maybe this is the real secret of effective teaching. Okay guys, thank you for staying until the end of this video. Hopefully after going through this book review, you can see that teaching is not something simple or automatic, but something that is building through understand, experience, and continuous reflecting. Every teacher has their own journey, and every classroom their own bring its own challenges that help shape how teaching actually work in real life. So whatever your future role is in education, always remember that learning to teach is also a process of learning to understand people, situation, and even yourself. I hope this video give you something valuable to think about, not just about the book, but about the meaning of becoming an effective educator. So, see you in the next video. Take care until then. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.